Okay, guys, we need to have a serious talk here. I'm playing Dota for a long time. Probably, I think I started around 2007. Sounds about right. Around 2007, the game for me was, even when I started playing it, it was really fun. And unfortunately, they changed the game from then many times. The game is still fun to play. I mean, the numbers don't lie. People do play Dota 2 still. It's still popular, and I'm here to try to help you guys to at least try to learn to play Dota a little bit, but I'm not a professional player, okay? I'm not a professional player. I'm not BSJ or some other professional player. So here you're gonna hear just the basic. You're gonna hear just the basic truth and just what you need in order to raise your MMR in the simplest possible way. So not like I explain why I explain. I'll explain, but the point is that you get there in the most easiest and simplest way possible. So when you're up there a little bit higher, let's say 2k MMR, then you will start to develop and you will learn to play the game a little bit differently. Still, I would call this like fundamentals. So like BSJ has some fundamental videos, and they're good. They really are good, but they are targeted for those 4k and above people. This video is targeted for people that are locked in low MMR and they cannot go higher. Unfortunately, I am one of those people that cannot go higher. But the reason is, well, there are multiple reasons, but I would say like the one reason is that I'm just not playing at my fullest. Sometimes I throw games. It happens. It happens. And another reason is the people that are in that low MMR, they just are so bad, they don't even understand the minimum, the absolute minimum that's needed to win the game. The absolute minimum, like, they don't understand it. So I want to start from that absolute minimum, from zero, from absolute zero, because I'm stuck on low MMR for a very long time. I can climb. I climb to 1k, almost hit 1k, and then I get like 10 games with most toxic people, with most impossible to win games, like with people that's totally impossible to win games. And then in those games I play against 2 smurfs and like 3 people who actually are more than 1k. Let's say their skills is at least 2.5k, and there's no way for me to. There's like, let's start from absolute zero. From absolute zero, Dota 2 is a game that requires a team. That means team can be 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, and 5 people. It cannot be you, just you. It cannot be. It's just, you cannot win 1 against 5. That's so rare. That's so rare that you will never see that. In entire like my time with Dota 2, I had just 2 or maybe 3 times experience where all my team leaves. They totally leave the game. I sell all their items, take all of their gold, I buy items, and I win the game. It is so rare that in the most simplistic way it says that you cannot win the game solo. So going in the game of Dota and thinking I'm gonna destroy this game, I'm gonna win this for my team, I'm gonna own this game, trust me, it is so rare that you shouldn't believe yourself. Whatever you're saying, like if you're saying anything like that, you shouldn't believe what you're telling yourself, because this is a competitive game and everyone wants to climb. So you will get challenged. You maybe get off with 1 or 2 games, but you will get challenged. The game will challenge you like in every possible way. You will get salty, and it's not just, you all know this, okay? You all know this. I'm just trying to get you to remember, okay? So I'm recording this so people can actually like improve. They can start climbing the MMR, and if you start climbing the MMR, I will too, because I see all the time the same names. I'm playing with same people all the time, same names, and it's frustrating. Like having to win 5 games, then lose 5 games, then win 3 games, then lose 3 games, and it on this low MMR, there's either you're good enough and you progress, or you're bad and you do not. It sounds like 50-50, but it's not. It's not 50-50. If you're bad, you're 100% bad, and you will have to spend a lot of time to learn the game, to watch some guides, to actually invest time and try your best. If you know the game, if you're good at it already, then you're in the other side, which is also not 50. It's 100%. It's also 100% that you're gonna increase your MMR because you deserve it. You're better. You just need to have a little bit of luck with RNG, just a little bit of luck with teammates, and you will be fine. Okay. Enough with this. I want to talk about roles. I want to talk about roles in low MMR, like under 1k. No, under half k. So it's under 500. First, actually, it's the same. Sorry, it's the same. It's the same because it will work no matter what. This will work like you can climb to 10k MMR. This is so fundamental. It's so basic. It's so root of. It's a pure root of Dota. What am I gonna talk about now? That if you know this, then you have 50 and above % of both of those that I told you. It's just, are you gonna throw it or are you gonna play it the best way that you can? So let's talk about roles first. People don't quite understand the roles. Yes, you can find on internet, everyone has his own way of explaining it, but I'm gonna explain it in the best way. Actually, I'm gonna explain it in the best way. So let's start with the roles that no one likes, the support roles. There are two support roles. One is hard. It's called hard because it's on the hard lane. Now, why? Sorry, it's hard support because. Sorry, it's hard support because his life is hard. That's what I wanted to say. He's on the safe lane. Now, the safe lane fools you. The name fools you. Safe lane is not safe. Okay, it's actually hard lane. It used to be called hard lane. So the hard lane is hard because it is the farthest point from your base, from the fountain. So you if you go low, you waste all your regions. You need to go all the way back and come back again on the lane so you can continue to do what you were doing, whatever you were doing. We're not talking about anything from there right now. So that's why it's called hard lane, and because it is the farthest from the fountain, it's also the easiest to be ganked. It's easy for mid to come on your lane, on your hard lane, where's the hard support, and actually kill your carry or kill you, get that little advantage or kill both of you actually, get that little advantage from you, and he can do it like many times and just ruin the game just by ganking you. So let's get back to supports. We're talking about hard support here. His life is hard. He has so many stuff to do in the game. I'm talking this from my head, okay? So we're gonna go through it. The first thing is, if you die on the lane, you better damn be sure why did you die. Actually, not in the lane. In the whole entire game. In the entire game, every death that happens, you better damn sure know why you did it. And you need to analyze, was it worth it? If it's not worth it, then you definitely fed. Usually a good game is if you die 4 or 5 times as a or less as a hard support. There can be games when you can die 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. Fuck it, 10 times. It's a long game. Your team kinda sucks a little bit. You die 10 times. Well, happens. It's still not the end of the world. The problem is when you start dying more than 10 times. When you continue dying more than 10 times, you're dead more than 50% of the game. Hell, you might be even dead 70% of the game. It doesn't look like that because you're salty, because you don't have a clear vision. But every time that you die, you need time to come back. You die again, you need to come back. You die again, you need to come back to your lane, to whatever you were doing. And it takes time. And you fed your enemies, and you didn't even give them a hard time for killing you. You know, your items are, I don't know, like Dagon and Blink or whatever, like Blink Dagger or whatever. So it's not even hard to kill you. Like, you're a easy target. One blink on core, one stun, root, slow, whatever. Few shots, you're dead. Well, hell, one spell, you're dead. So the first thing is about dying. You must somehow say to yourself that you cannot die more than 10 times. It's too much. How do you do that? I don't know, like, let's say in 5 minutes you die one time. In 10 minutes you die 2 times. In 15 minutes, let's say you die 4 times. In 25 minutes, let's say you die 6 times. In 40 minutes, you died 10 times. By that time, the game should be over. So you're fine. So what's bad? The bad thing is when you die, you come back to lane, you die again. So now it's not one, you died 2 times. Every time you die as a support, every time you die as a support, you need to do something about it. What do I mean? I mean, you have to buy an item that's gonna give your enemy, and I'm talking like right away, as soon as you die, you're in fountain. You need to buy an item that's gonna give your enemy harder time to kill you. By giving them harder time to kill you, they are less likely that they're gonna kill you. So it means, let me try to show you. So let's say right now I played a few games with Shadow Shaman, whatever. So let's see, just a moment here. Okay, Shadow Shaman. Wait, just a moment. Shadow Shaman. Where you are? Okay, here you are.
The bones are thrown.
So, okay, here it is. Let's talk about Shadow Shaman. You died, which is a little bit hard to die with Shadow Shaman, because at the start of the game you have 5 armor and you have really good health pool, and you even got Hex. All this is a disabled spell, you all know about that. All this makes Rasta very hard to die, to be killed. So you can only die quickly to spells, to nukes. What does that mean? It means if you have Skywrath on the middle, you're gonna die from him eventually. He's gonna come on your hard lane, gank you, and kill you. It can happen. What do you do as a hard support? Well, you buy an item that's gonna make it hard for Skywrath to kill you. It's best if you can buy an item that's gonna make it hard to kill you throughout all the game, like Iron Disc. But maybe you don't have gold for this. In order to start buying Iron Disc, you first need to buy, what is the item's name? Just a moment. Where are the items? Guides. Now let's go to guides. So you died. Let's imagine that you got ganked, you died. We're not talking about buying items now. Whatever, you like low MMR, you're gonna have boots instantly. You're gonna probably buy 2 wards. You don't even know why did you buy them, but you're gonna buy them. You're gonna buy, this is gonna be your buy. This is gonna be your buy. Which is really bad, but never mind. Let's just not think about that right now. So you died with those items. So now you're thinking, well, I got boots, I wanna finish that boots, blah blah blah. No. No. You don't think like that. I'm gonna buy an item that's gonna give me more survivability against a spell. Let's see what's gonna be good for now. How good is Sky? Is Sky like better than our mid? He is. Oh man, better buy that cloak, whatever. Buy that cloak, we'll see later what happens. That cloak can save your life. Better get a range up as well. Just to make sure. Why not make Fluffy Hat as well? Oh, actually no, Fluffy Hat is too expensive. Let's just go with Gauntlet. Good. If he comes back, he's gonna waste more That way, even if you die, you guarantee that your carry will be safe. If nothing else. If nothing else, carry can continue to farm. You died for something. You died for a cause. Hell, maybe even carry kills him. He has no more mana. It can also happen. You can also, if let's say Sky is not that good, or maybe you think you're good enough, you're focused enough to actually like just queue the Ion Disc and just buy the Vitality Booster right away. Okay, so Vitality Booster is almost like a fluffy hat. It's a big investment, but as soon as the Ion Disc is finished, you countered spell nukes, and not just spell nukes, but you pretty much countered everyone for like 2.5 seconds. This is probably, I'm pretty sure that this is the most valuable item that the support can get right now. That 2.5 seconds is so huge. That's not 2.5 seconds. That's like 1 second until they engage you. It's 1 second until someone actually does that critical damage that's about to kill you. That's 2.5 seconds you being protected. And that's 1 more second again to like, for them to kill you. Maybe even 2. Until they realize, they might even not realize that Ion Disc is on. They might waste all their spells on you. And that Ion Disc pays itself so many times. Let's not talk about items. I'm just giving you a good example. Just giving you a good example. So do not go like how do I call it? Call you so you don't get offended. So a standard low MMR guy will just go, okay, let's just go Blink Dagger so I can just blink and hold that guy in my shackles. I'm gonna queue Aghanim like super fast, even though it's super expensive, even though, where is Aghanim? Where the fuck is Aghanim? Never mind. He's gonna get the Ether Lance. He's gonna get like this. This is Aghanim, Refresher. He's thinking about the blast game. Like, okay, I died once. No matter. Let's go back. I'm fine. Nothing happened. Just get that blink. Yeah, I died again. Man, that blink is now... That blink is farther and farther away. And it's less and less valuable because you actually died once, you died 2 times, you died 3 times, you got 4 times, you wasted 4 minutes. That blink is not even effective. Like after 20 minutes it loses its effectiveness more than double. So I mean, it's still a useful item. We're not talking about items right now. It's a useful item. But it's not an item that it's pretty hard for me to explain this. It's not an item that's super valuable. It can be countered. It's not gonna kill anyone. Like even if you're in a bad game, if you fed, it's not gonna kill anyone. They're already fed. They have gold. They have experience. They have a bigger pool than you of health and mana. They will have ways of dealing you. They will have ways of tanking you. So, just a moment. Okay. So, this is number one. It is a big thing. The deaths and how to prevent them. People don't think like this. They think like I'm just playing some ordinary game and just making my carry go nuts, like making him go totally insane when he sees my brown boots first item, coming on lane like with nothing to help him, with no stats for me to survive on the lane, and without a single idea what am I gonna do. The only idea is I'm gonna kill the first guy that I see him. I'm gonna run and just, it's not 2007. That doesn't work anymore. The game has more heroes, more items, better players. Everything's different, and everything's balanced in a way. The items that you see here are tools for your hero, tools for the game that you need to use. I don't care if you're playing Shadow Shaman. If the game is so good, you can buy Divine. I don't care. As long as that tool allows you to win. You can buy whatever you can buy Basher. I don't care. As long as that tool allows you to win. It gives you it gives you even a chance of winning. A 1% chance of winning. You go for it. If you don't see, like, I don't know, let's say everyone is dead. Everyone in your team is dead. Only you are alive. You as your team and yourself manage to take down all tier 3 Braxes. You have on yourself Aghanim, Refresher, Dagon 5, everything of this. You sell everything. You sell it. You sell everything. You don't care, you sell everything. You sell this, you sell everything. Let's pretend that there's nothing. You sold everything. You bought teleport boots and you bought Divine. Teleport bottom, take that snakes. I mean, Refresher would be actually better, but the point is you use that tool, you teleport to the nearest location of the enemy base, you go there, you finish that game yourself with the Divine. If you need to auto attack it, I don't care. If that's the tool that wins you the game, which happens, this is something that happens. You just don't see it sometimes, but you probably had an opportunity like this. It's also really rare, but sometimes this is something that wins you the game, gives you that MMR. I'm just like talking. This is just talk, Dota 2 talk. So the first thing, as we said, you cannot die more than 10 times. Come on, how many times do you need to die? 15, 20, 25, 40 times you need to die in the game. Then that's a really bad game, like insanely bad game. If you're dying 15 times as a hard support, okay? This is not your job to die. If you think that your job is to go and die for someone, that's not your job for like a hard support. It's not your job. The second thing, so yeah, and the first thing I told you, like, when you die, you take measures. Let's say it's 2. When you die, you take measures so the next time it's harder for you to die. I don't care what it is. If you're against Phantom Assassin, he's hitting you like crazy, buy armor. If you're against Skywrath Mage, I don't care, buy 5 gauntlets of strength, whatever. If if you're against Morphling and Enchantress, buy everything that you can to survive. Everything. Like, you need to buy everything. What I mean everything? You need to, you just ignore wards, you ignore everything. All you need to do is just buy salves, buy tangos, buy enchanted mangoes, so you always have that mana for disables. Buy items that give you strength, pure strength, so he needs that one extra attack to kill you. The most valuable, definitely the most valuable thing for a hard support is him not to die. He has so many things to do in the game. It's incredible how many things I'm getting salted just by talking about it. He has so many things to do in the game. The first thing is not to die. Definitely. It's a very important thing to do. Even if you don't do anything, don't die. The first thing. Second thing. Second thing is also a little bit stupid. I see this actually less now in the day, but it's a thing that actually tilted me. It made me really angry a few years ago. So I see a support coming on lane. He throws some spells, does something on lane, whatever. And then he sits there, leeching my experience, doing nothing, not having mana for a single spell. Now, if you don't have mana, chance that you're gonna die is double, maybe even triple. You must have mana on the lane. I don't care about your excuse. I need that, I need this. I don't care about it. I played so many games as a support, and I had money for everything. It's maybe delayed for a 15 seconds, but you have money to buy it after 15 seconds. Everything's cheap for a support, for hard support. Clarity is 50 gold. You can get 50 gold pretty much in 20 seconds. It's actually 50, but you usually have at least a little bit of gold. So 20, let's say 20 seconds, you're gonna have your clarity. It's gonna come in the next 20 seconds, 15 to 20 seconds, and in less than a minute, you're gonna be good with mana. In a minute, okay. Let's say in a minute, you're gonna be good with mana. That's better than sitting there for 5 minutes, 10, sometimes even 10 minutes with no mana. You're getting those levels. You're taking experience from your carry. You're scaling your spells. You're getting them stronger, bigger. But now they cost more mana. So you again need to wait for that mana. And you're basically useless. All you do is auto attack. And it's not a good one as well. Your auto attack is same as a range creep on the lane. Or if you're a melee support as a melee, that's how valuable you are on the lane. So the second thing, like the first thing, is don't die health. You fix yourself so you don't die. You don't lose your health fast, or you get more health. The second thing is mana. Now all this sounds very... It all sounds like very complicated, but it's not. It's not, because you don't go on lane with brown boots. No one does that. Reason why is you have nowhere to go with the boots, okay? Your job is to stay on the lane. There's no need for you to have boots. So your first items as a hard carry are healing salve, and that's a must. Healing salve is a must. Clarity is not. Enchanted mango is, because you might get a chance to kill someone and you don't have mana in that moment, or you might die, but if you use your salve might give you back your health, so you don't go back to base or whatever. So those two items are the most valuable starting items for support, which means you don't have money for boots. Sorry, you just don't have money for boots. So what's important as well at the start, it's important to give vision. You're a support, you should buy wards. Actually, you should buy all the wards as a hard support. Every single ward. Every single ward. Because you're hard support. That's your job. You're hard. Your life is hard. The next thing is, you guys are not stupid. Buying brown boots does something for a support. You're not stupid. You're not stupid, definitely. So it does something for support, but as a first item, that's a really bad choice. I already told you which items are priority. And it's not like, oh, he's talking like, yeah, no, it's total priority. This is a total priority for now. It might change, but for now it's a total priority. I want you guys to start thinking how to itemize, how to buy items, how to think like a hard support. What do you need to do, and other stuff. So this is a must. So like I said, you guys are not stupid. Movement speed is definitely valuable. Having wind lens 20% speed, 20 on movement speed, sorry, is very, very valuable. It's very valuable for a lot of reasons. One of the reasons is you definitely have more job than anyone else in the game, and you need to be able to do those jobs faster than the others. Now, as I said, brown boots is a bad investment at start, even for carries, for middle. It's a bad investment. So having Vinlands and like you're the most important guy from the start of the game, and probably all the way to 30 minutes you're the most important player in the game. You think that you're not, but trust me, you are. From minute 0 to 30 minutes you are the most valuable player. That's why I told you you cannot die 10 times. It's just having the most valuable player die 10 times, it's ridiculous. You can see this however you want. You can think whatever you want, that position 5 or hard support is lame. I'm telling you, you're the hero of the game. End of story. So movement speed definitely counts. It's a good item. Should you get it? Yes. Should you go with Gauntlet? Not really, because you already got Healing Salve. if you get Gauntlet, you're kind of countering the effect of healing salve, because you actually need I mean, you're not gonna get full from one salve. Your health pool is gonna get bigger, and salve heals just to some point. So of course you can take the gauntlet down on the side inventory to counter to turn off its effect, sorry, and then use it, but you don't have time for that. You have more important jobs. So the step 3 is jobs as a support. Jobs as a support, now that's complicated. Okay, I mean, nothing is complicated, but that, for someone who sees a hard support like a lame position that he does not really want to play it, thinks it's not impactful, it's not a hero position, it's not like I know you guys. I feel you like every game, but you do not know that hard support, I'm telling you, he is the hero of the game. He wins the game to 30 minutes. After that, it's scariest job, but support wins games to 30 minutes. So if you lost a game under 30 minutes, only reason is because they had really good supports. That's the only reason. No amount of items, no amount of skill, no amount of anything can cover it. It's just how the game works. They had insane support and you did nothing about it, and that's why you lose under 30 minutes. Okay, so the third thing, like I said, is jobs. So the game started. Your first job when the game starts is to body block creeps. Why do we do this? This is very important on the start of the game, because your creeps are under tower and your carry has just simple job to last hit them and take gold. An enemy cannot do anything under your tower on level 1. They're just not too stupid to come under the tower. The result is enemy creeps die faster, you get your experience faster, and suddenly your enemy is level 1 and you and your carrier are level 2. That's the first opportunity for you guys to make a move, an aggressive move, and kill, let's say, a support, an enemy support. Why? Well, because now you both have 2 spells. Now you both have 100% more levels than they do. They're level 1, you're level 2. But you have a really small window to do that. So it's either you go for it, invest everything and see how it goes, even if you die, no matter, or you play it safe and you just continue with your jobs. That's the first job. It's very, very important because it's a small thing, but it can have a big impact in game. Because if you guys kill a support, that support is coming back level 1. And you guys are gonna be level 3 or 4. Like, there's no coming back from that. That's a small chance that they are gonna come back from that. You already won from like minute, from 1 minute. It's not even 1 minute. You won the lane. That's how easy it is to win a safe lane. Sometimes, of course. Okay, so you don't need any special items or anything. Having a double, that's even like triple. You have 2 spells and you have 2 times more levels than they do in that second. Like, items don't help you. Items don't help them even. Hell, if they have boots, even better. They're gonna die easier. So that's the first job. The second job, like I said, like there's a lot of jobs. Second job is, now you're level 2 as a support. That's the second job. Now you're level 2 as a support. 1 minute of the game has passed. Your job is to leave the lane. You leave your carry. You leave him so he can get more experience. Your job is to go and pull the lane. On 1:15 it can be done, but the safe is 1:16 or 1:17. You go your pull neutral camp, the small one. I don't care how you pull it. Like, I don't really care if you even mess it up. You pull 2 creeps, the other 2 go, or you pull them all, or you pull just 1. Whatever. It's better to go and try than to stay on lane and leech experience for your carry, because your carry is more valuable when he is like 1 level, when he gets 1 level extra. You're not that valuable on 1 level extra, because carry is going for items. You're not. So you're basically the same. Being level 2 or being 3, maybe 4 is a little bit of an improvement. Level 3 is basically no improvement for support, and level 4 is a little bit of an improvement. It is, but a little bit. It's not something that's super valuable on lane for carry. So you leave, you pull. If your carry gets low, you go to your lane, you give him this salve, you top him up, he's safe again, he can go farm again. I don't care if he jumps into them again and starts like doing some stupid shit and he again gets low and comes back, let's say anti-mage, and blinks back to the tower with no health basically. You buy another salve, you give him again a salve. He needs to feel safe on that lane. He needs to feel that you got him, that he needs to trust you. If he doesn't trust you, you will never make a good kill with him, a clear and nice kill with him. So he needs to trust you. He needs to be safe, calm, cool, not thinking about, oh, my health or something. He has no mana. Give him the mango. Give him the clarity. Whatever is needed. Buy and give it to him. As soon as you see him, he has no mana, buy clarity for him. He has no salve, no health. Buy salve, give it to him. Do not go for tangos. I mean, you can, but it's not really necessary. Just go for the fastest possible way. Like I said, hard support, life's hard. Everything is expensive for you. Actually, it's not, but for you it is. All the items are not expensive, but for you every item is, and every item is very valuable. It's very valuable. Like this item costs, how much it costs? 110. Good. This item is the same for your carry. It's the same value. He needs to work so hard to get it. That's the same. You need to work so hard to get that gold again. So that's your job as well, to keep him topped, keep him full of health. Don't let him die, especially not in a stupid way. Third job is your wards. You need to place wards and give visional map. It's very important. It's an advantage. I cannot say it's a big or a small. It is an advantage. Okay. You can see when the enemy is coming and you are you're endangered, so you move to the safer location and wait for help or whatever. Buy vision. Don't think twice about wards as well. Buy all the wards as hard support. All of them. Whenever you can, buy all of them. You will always use them throughout the game. I don't care where do you plant them. But there is a catch with the ward. And that's why ward is a little bit tricky. So if you plant a ward and an enemy, what the hell is that? Some bug. And a enemy support comes and puts a sentry and devours your observer. Ward, yeah. He gets golden experience that's almost like 90%, like he kills someone. So basically it's like a kill. That's how valuable it is. You should never put your wards on pillars, on those Dota 2 recommended pillars, unless you're absolutely sure that at that point in game you can safely put it there and get the maximum advantage out of the ward. You should always put it somewhere where it's not expected and keep the enemy guessing. The vision that you get, even though it's not the most valuable place, it's good enough to keep you safe and give you information. That's the point of the ward. If the ward gets devarded, you wasted your resources, you wasted the cooldown on the ward, and you actually gave them an advantage. You gave them experience and gold, almost like they killed someone. Like 90% of the value is almost like he killed someone with no effort, basically. It's a big thing. Same goes for you. If you devoured their wards, you also get experience in gold, which is very valuable to you. You will be able to buy something extra for that gold. Okay, that's the third thing that I support does, and this is something that he does throughout the entire game. Now in time you'll start thinking, better where to plant wards, and you will learn to deward them. It's a little bit hard on the start, but like I'm telling you, I don't want to tell you everything, guys, because if I tell you everything, then you learned it the easiest way. You need to learn some stuff the hard way. So you're not gonna get everything, okay? You're gonna get decent amount of information, but you're not gonna get everything. So do not put wards on the pillars, the Dota 2 recommended places, the spikes, because it's easy to deward and you feed their supports. And I told you already, hard support in the position 5 is the hero of the game. If you feed him, he's gonna have a better game. He's gonna be a better hero for the enemy team. You don't want that. So the fourth job is stacking camps. It's not hard. Let's make this clear. It's not hard. You come with your wards. You ward the place where you want to stack, just so you're sure that it's safe. That's the rule 1 for it. And the second rule is just pool on 54. Some places are 54, some places are 55, some places are 52. And just move until the minute passes and the camp respawns, and voila, you stacked. And that's you banked some resources for your carry or for your core. They will be valuable in the game later. They get valuable in the game through time. So if you stacked, you actually help your carry gain some momentum, get better through time, faster. So when you really see that there's like nothing to do, you go and you stack. I would say in about 8 minutes, 7 to 8 minutes is about the right time for you to make a stack. Just a little tip. So you got from that camp stack on minute 7 or 8, like your carry is gonna come in about 2 minutes, clear that, get level 10 faster, be even more valuable for your team. I told you, Dota 2 is a team game. If your teammates are more valuable for your team, your whole team is better than the enemy team. Yeah. So do your job, hard support. You're the hero of the game. First 30 minutes, the most valuable hero on the map. That's you. You have best best impact in first 30 minutes. You have best spells for it. It's usually a couple of stun roots, disables, maybe some damage. Nothing big, but it helps in fights. And you almost always, hard support almost always has a ultimate that's a sometimes super valuable, a total game changer. Do not, in late games, do not waste your ulti just so you can kill someone. Sometimes that ulti is more valuable when you die. You buy back yourself and then you go and use it. Sometimes it's more valuable that way. That's a free tip for you guys. So that's basically hard support for you. That's hard support for you. I don't care what items you buy. You can get whatever you want now. I told you all the secrets that there are for support, for hard support, and think a little bit what items are gonna help you. If I tell you everything, then it's not gonna be fun for you, and it's not gonna be fun for me, because you're gonna come in the game like doing all the right moves, and it's gonna be hard for me to actually go up in MMR. You need to learn. So even I'm still learning. Like, even I'm like, after so many years, even now I'm still learning. I'm still trying to understand some stuff, and this is so far, I'm pretty confident that I have some really good tips to give. I'm pretty confident in it. You can try it, and after that you decide for yourself. Are you gonna go back on your old ways of playing and, I guess, be bad? Because everything that I see so far is usually bad on those low MMRs. Or you're gonna start playing you're gonna start to be more quality player for your team. Okay. Because that's what you need to be as a hard support. Okay, we're finished with hard support. Anything more would be too much. It would be too much. Even I'm not sure what would I start talking now, because I think that that's pretty much everything you need to know. The rest is for you to figure it out. I gave some tips and stuff. Second thing. Yeah, let's go the next hero. I mean the next position. The next position is position 4, soft support. So guys, soft support, he's on off lane, right? And he's a safe support. So off lane is the closest to fountain. It's actually the safest place to be in the game. And the tower on that side of the map is the most valuable. That means that the best thing to do is to have tanky heroes on that side, so that they can prevent any damage to the tower. I mean, that's all debatable, of course. You can play whatever you want, but that's about how it goes in games. Like, your core picks a tanky guy, and you pick a guy that's good with that tanky guy. So the best actually, now that I'm thinking about it, like, the best off lane support, the soft support, is, god damn it, I was not thinking about this. This is just straight out of my head. The Trend Protector. Because he has everything, man. He has heal. He has a disable. He has a small nuke. He's really tanky. He can even heal towers. I think you know what I'm going for. The most valuable heroes on off lane are healers or heroes that are very hard to kill. Which heroes are those? Well, I don't know. Like for me, it can be sniper. You know, sniper can be a bitch of a support if you know how to play him. If you know correctly how to play him, if you know all his spells and to use them in the right time, even a sniper can be a position 4 soft support. So there's a lot of variations of heroes. There's Phoenix, there's Abaddon, Abaddon is really good. There's what else? There's Omni Knight. I don't see him. There's Omni Knight. There's Snapfire. She's really hard to kill. You can play Gyro. I like to play Gyro because Gyro, he has the utilities. He has the really nice utilities, and he's actually decent. Like 6. He's really tanky. Like 6 armor. That's hard to beat. 6 armor. Maybe he's a little bit low with health. This is not very low. It's maybe low, a bit iffy, but hey, 6 armor. That's tanky. That's really tanky. That's more tanky than X. X has less armor. So I think you get the point. Wait, where it is? Okay. I think you get the point. So they need to be tanky, survivable. They need to have a lot of spells that kill. The simplest way to say is like just spells that can kill easy. But not one spell. It cannot be one spell. One spell doesn't kill on low levels. It needs to be few spells. You need to do few spells, and then you get a kill result of it, and that's it. So let's say let's pick Lena. Okay, let's pick Lena. So Lena is a range hero with very good tool of spells. Like everything does damage for her, basically. Big nuker. He even has a point on carry. He has a little disable, but the nuke is the most valuable here. And she's even tanky a little bit. Like she has almost 4 armor. Health is a little bit low, so you need to build it up. But everything else, she's a blast. Playing her as a position 4 is a blast. Okay. Let's see. So, okay, let's go on guides. It's easier for me this way. If we go on guides, we go Lena. Oh, okay. We're gonna talk now again from start. Again from start is a position 4, so soft. Now, the thing is, I told you as a hard carry you need to block. As a hard support, sorry, you need to block your creeps on hard lane. You need to block creeps. If you well, okay, I will not talk about tips anymore for hard support. I'll talk for soft support. So on off lane, you don't need to slow down the creep wave. It can go naturally because your heroes are more greedy. They are more tanky. They do more damage than on safe lane. They have a bigger, better chance to kill the enemy safe lane than the enemy. So what I want to say is that you have the tools to kill. They don't. They actually need a lot, and it's super expensive, and usually it's not that effective for safe lane to get kills. Yes, if people just come on you and just dive into tower and you kind of outplay them, yes, you get free gold and everything. But if you go and dive to the off lane, and then you have a very big chance to die. So off lane is all about killing. It's one mission, just killing the enemy carry, or delaying his times, delaying him of reaching that goals, reaching the levels, and getting farm. That's the job. That's your job as a position for the soft support. It's a little bit complicated. I'm sorry. It's a little bit complicated, but I'm trying to explain it. It's more complicated than position 5, definitely. And no one likes to play position 4 because it's complicated. Position 5 is easy. You can go YouTube, watch whatever, BAFK 10-20 seconds, wait for the time to stack, and then come back. But for position 4, you need to be in game like 24/7, and your job is just not to let carry farm, especially in first 15 minutes. So what it means? It means you're not gonna go boots again. Let's get one thing for sure. You're not gonna get boots again because you don't need to run that much. But what you are gonna do is you're gonna fix your hero so he has more health, get a little bit of advantage. You're gonna build him in a way that he can stand a long time on that lane. He doesn't need to go back. Like if you go back as a position 4, if you go back to fountain, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but you want to stay on the lane, stay right next to your core. Whatever happens, you stay right next to your core and keep him safe and keep the enemy safe lane miserable. What that means is, if it means like Luna, you need to have 15 clarities so you can shoot all day your spells, so be it. Have 15 clarities from start of the game. Okay, I don't care. I want that safe lane to be miserable. I want that tier 5 position to work his ass off. Okay, I want him to not be able to pull. I want him to not be able to buy a ward. I want him to only buy salves. I want position 5 to buy just salves. I need to keep my hero topped all the time, or enemy mid is gonna come with the enemy off lane and they're gonna crush us. And we're done. We lost the game as soon as that happens. That's how should I think if I am playing safe lane and I have Lina here in off lane. I'm trying to explain how do you think, like how you should think on off lane. So, and Lena is very good. Like she gets on level 6. Yeah, level 6 she gets Laguna Blade, which is a very big nuke, easy kill. Like hard to avoid that kill as soon as she gets level 6. So actually you playing good on that lane, focusing, playing really good on that lane, guarantees that you're gonna get a kill with your Laguna Blade, that you're gonna have a blast, a nice game, a good game. It's gonna be fun for you. This is a little bit of this role is big focus. You need to play it safe, and you need to play it good. You need to play it good, so after like 5-6 minutes, when you get at level 6, it pays out. So let's talk about deaths. I do not play position 4. I'm gonna say I do not play position 4 that often. I don't like it to play it. But when I play it, I play Pudge. Because I'm good with the hero, and it's just not that painful for me to play Pudge on position 4. It has basically everything like Lena, but a little bit different. It's not the best hero, because I told you the best heroes are the ones with heals. But you can fix that. You can buy, Earn can do some healing, right? You can buy Mechanism does some healing, right? Yeah. So even that is something that you can work for. You can buy it. You can fix it. It's not a problem. You can fix it. You can go bounty hunter, like with Mechanism and whatever, and then bottle. You can just be full medic bounty hunter. I don't care. Just the point is to be useful in the lane, in the mindset of position 4, and that you're actually, I mean, you are playing a off lane, what you should be doing, making hard time for enemy lane, the safe lane, enemy safe lane. So it's same like as a hard support. You need mana and health all the time. Everything is the same, but position 4 is not a hero. Position 4 is like a semi middle player, let's say. He needs to be a little bit cocky, he needs to be a little bit pushy, he needs to be a son of a bitch, okay? You need to hate him. Like when you're playing against him, you basically need to hate him, because he's gonna wreck you. He's gonna wreck you, especially like if he has some stun nukes like Lion and Sanking. You're definitely gonna hate them. There's a reason why those two heroes are probably one of the best off lanes, and for a very long time. So you don't buy wards. You buy wards only when you feel like it's necessary. The job of warding the whole map goes to position 5. So your job is to get those tools that will allow you to start killing people fast, super fast. Like you buy Blink. Where the hell is Blink? You buy Blink. You buy, for like Okay, let's say for Pudge, yeah, right. I'm right, you buy Blink. But there's a priority. These two items are a priority. For example, I'm giving you an example. This is really good, like, you can play Pudge like this. So, Blink is not a priority, but you need to have it, like, as soon as you buy these items, you go Blink. Blink allows you to move better across the map, use your skills better, and give you a bigger chance of a kill. That's how you need to think. What else gives you a better chance of killing as a position 4 Pudge? Well, having more mana. Well, having let's say more spell power. But also, you cannot kill anyone if you're dead. So, let's say this to help you survive. Let's say this to make you even more tanky. And you make like Kaya. And let's say something like this. Okay, I'm just speculating. I'm not playing like this. I'm speculating and trying to help you guys understand what position 4 is supposed to do. Is a greedy bastard. A greedy bastard that's hard to kill and that makes your life miserable, and it helps out his core by healing him with mechanism, with turn. Hell, maybe even like buying a Vladimir's offering for your Phantom Assassin or on off lane, so that he has more life steal. So they are both big son of a bitches. Okay. Or Ricky. Hell, Ricky and Pudge. That's such a. But that actually Ricky is not for off lane, but that's a really good combo in game. So that's about it, guys. That's all I have to say about position 4. That's all what your job is. You build items that enable you. Actually, you build items that enable you, your core on off lane, and your team. Yeah, that's it. That's all. That's all you do. Everything else, you can maybe stuck sometimes when you don't have what to do. You can maybe ward when you don't have what to do. You can ward Roshan. You can maybe ward enemy woods if you think it's necessary. If you ward enemy woods if you have a blast of a game and you basically like forced the enemy heroes to go in their woods and farm. So you take down the tower and then you go place wards so you can gank. If you see them on your map, you just buy dust and you go and kill them, because you already have all these items that enables you to kill him. So you know, when you come across a lion player that somehow finds you and kills you, and he always kinda holds you into that stun and then holds you into that hex and then uses his finger of death and kills you, and you start raging and talking garbage like this motherfucker is super lucky. And no, he's not lucky. He just really knows to play position 4. He really knows that if he fucks with you good enough on your lane, that he's gonna force you to go in woods. Then he knows to plant his wards, and he's gonna come and hunt you. He's gonna make your game a nightmare. if you see like this happening, you better get ready for him, okay? As a carry, you better get like really serious and ready for him in every second, because he's gonna be coming back. It's gonna be hard to find that ward that he put. He's gonna keep coming and keep killing you, and he's probably much better player than you are. You just don't see that, especially in position 4 heroes. In players, you don't see that. You think like it's just luck. No, it's not. Trust me, it's not. They have more games than you have. They have more skill than you have, and they know exactly what they are doing. It's a good position. It's almost like I told you, almost like a middle, like a smaller version of a middle position. That's what it is. Okay, that's all that I have to say for position 4. Everything else that I would say is worthless. Yeah. Okay, let's move on. Position 3. Off lane. Core. We just talked about position 4 and 3 a little bit. So mostly it's tanks. Now, position 3 is important because with position 4 it counters enemy carry. And this is, enemy carry is he's basically your enemy. Like your true enemy, because if the game goes in 40 minutes, he's gonna be the most valuable guy. You're gonna fear of that guy, so you wanna delay his time as much as you can. Make him not be that valuable in 40 minutes. So how do you do this? Well, you need to counter pick. How do you counter pick? You watch the only way how do you counter pick is you watch the support picks first. Hell, if someone picks carry right away, or he's stupid enough to do that, you counter pick him easy, but it's usually you get 2 supports. So one of those supports is off lane, and we talked about which hero is usually a off lane. It doesn't have to be the case, but we talked which heroes are usually off lane. So when you see that hero, you can maybe suspect, and you should suspect, that the enemy carry is gonna pick a carry hero that's gonna go well. It's gonna go well with that support. Example. Let's give you an example. Phantom Assassin with Omni Knight. Why is it good? Well, because Phantom can jump on you and Omni Knight can heal him, and that's already a lot of damage. Just by doing those 2 things, that's a lot of damage, and it's hard to counter them because they are both tanky enough to play on the lane that you as a position 4 and 5 cannot really counter them. But what you can do, like I said, you need to make the carry miserable, the enemy carry miserable. He needs to hate you forever on that lane. I mean, that's the position 4, but position 3 needs to be also in it. So in the example that I just presented to you, You have few good options. You have few good options. One of the options is, let's say, Dragonite. So no matter how much Phantom does, how much damage Phantom and Omni do to him, he'll get his health back. And Dragonite can actually do some damage himself with his Breath of Fire. It's not a joke spell. No, it's not. If you think this is a joke spell, you're mistaken. This does damage. It's the problem with Dragonite is he has little mana, so it for him it's expensive for mana. But trust me, this does a lot of damage, especially if you combine all his skills. He does damage. Lina and Dragon Knight, and you have yourself a very decent offlane play here. Have insane nukes. So let's say another. You have Huskar, very popular hero as well. He's gonna get his health back no matter what you do to him. Okay? So you can counter pick those bastards. That's what I want to tell you. You can counter pick those bastards. You can play Life Stealer. You can play... What else can you play? Let's see. What else is pretty good that cannot die easy? You can play Red Knight. These are heroes that don't die easy, but are very strong on lane, and you cannot kill him in those cheap ways. X would be a miss pick because X has no way to replenish his health in an efficient way. So he would die from that. Even Bristleback would die from that. Abaddon is good. Abaddon is really good. He can be a really nasty guy for position 3. He has what's needed. It's just it's played a little bit differently, but he has what's needed. What else? Let's see what else. What else can be played as position 4? Faceless Void cannot be played like position 3, sorry. Troll, no. No. Spectran, no. No. Definitely not. So as a position 3, you need to counter pick. You need to counter pick the safe lane in a way that you just do not care about them. Like you just run on them all the time. You don't care about enemy safe lane. You have spells for days, healths for days. You can kill them. Like one mistake, they die. 2 mistakes, they die. 3 mistakes, they lost the game. In 5 minutes, they lost the game. That's how it works. Offlane also. Let's talk about in case when you're losing. This is something that I haven't talked about. Position. It's about position 4 and position 3. When you're losing your lane, let's say you picked a wrong hero, you didn't counter pick. The best thing to do is just leave the lane. Just leave it. whatever happens, just leave it, because off lane is the most valuable lane. It's gonna be super hard to take that tower cheap, but if your team doesn't do anything about it, your game went bad, you leave the lane totally. Support and core, you leave the lane, you go farm in woods. You ward woods, get some health, get some mana, and start farming woods. That's what you should be doing, and trying to maybe come back in the middle game. Hopefully someone else had a good lane and you can come back. And this is something that happens. Good players know this. Good players know this. You don't see this. Like when you play safe lane and this happens, like you totally destroy your enemy off lane. Somehow they just know that they should not be on their off lane anymore. They should leave, and they go farm in woods, and in 20 minutes they are comeback. They are comeback, and you, let's say, play the greedy, push the tower, maybe middle teleported and position 5 teleported there, killed you once, or something stupid happened, and you lost. In the end of the game, it's a comeback and you lost, even though you had a great game at the start. So if the most important thing is, if your off lane starts bad, you leave it immediately. Immediately leave it. Straight away, leave it, go farm. Buy whatever, like buy Midas, buy whatever. If you can effectively farm in woods with no Midas, good. Don't buy Midas, buy other items that you need to be tanky and to be effective, because that's what's important. So so you have a chance of comeback. You do not die on off lane more than 3 times in the let's say first 20 minutes of game. You cannot. It's for support and for core the same. Is the same. So you cannot feed that much. As soon as you die 3 times, you're behind. So 2 times, you die 2 times on the lane, you leave the lane instantly. Instantly leave the lane. Even if you have 5-2 and 3-2, you died 2 times, you leave the game leave the lane instantly. You go farm those items, so the next time it's way harder for them to kill you, and you have all the items that you need. Do not go on lane unless, like, everyone teleports and you're defending the tower. Then yes, go. In that case, yes, that's value. So now there's also one more thing as position 3. I always talk, I mean, Game of Dota is, like I said, a team game, so I need to talk as a team. In that 15 minutes, you and your position 4, the soft lane, you're a small team. You're a team. Team is 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, 5 people. In Dota 2, it's not 1. You're not a team if you're just playing solo. You're not. So you're playing as a small team. You need to work together on safe and on off lane. So if it's bad, leave. You die 2 times in first 15 minutes, leave, go farm. Do not give them more than 2. Whatever happens, like, even if you think that you're fine, you're not gonna die anymore, no, you leave. You You're not good enough for that to play against that safe lane. So, or you can, but you're gonna, trust me, like, you're not gonna get that comeback. If they kill you 3 more times, you're not gonna get that comeback that you have an option to get later. Great option is Huskar. Huskar can die. Huskar can die on lane very easy. You can make a mistake and he can die. And when he dies 2 times, it's still possible for you to come back. If you die 3 times, it's over. You're gonna die 4, 5, 6, 7. You're gonna die. You're gonna be worthless pile of garbage. Shit. Whatever you do. You can buy items. You can buy whatever you want to buy. You're done. You're done. You're worthless for the team. So no one. That's why no one likes to play position 4, and not everyone likes to play position 3. Usually, if they play position 3, they play carry, and then think like, okay, I'm just gonna carry this, which the position 4 doesn't work like that. First of all, position 3 is called position 3 because it's third on farming pyramid. So what does that mean? It means if you go in woods and farm and your carry comes right next to you and you're still hitting those creeps, you immediately stop hitting those creeps and move somewhere else. You move somewhere else, you let the carry take your farm, because he is the priority. He's number 1. He is the most important hero from 30 minutes on. So he needs to have his items on 30 minutes. If he doesn't have his items on 30 minutes, he's not gonna be able to carry. It's not gonna. No one can do that. Like BSJ said it. I watched some of his streams. If he doesn't have his items in 30 minutes, and if he died more than 2 times, let's say, and does not have the levels, he can have Nico in his team. He can have whoever in his team. He cannot carry the game, no matter what, no matter how good the team is or not. He can. So if he cannot do it, so do you. You cannot do it as well. And I agree with that totally. So you definitely need to leave the farm to carry. Whatever the cost. You need 1 gold for your blink. I don't care. You leave it for carry. That 1 gold is 3 times valuable than in your inventory. You can find your farm on another place. Also one more important thing for position 3 is if you're behind as a position 3, you need to have at least 2 items in order to join in the fights. Let's say you're X. You need at least 2 items. You need Blink and, let's say, Vanguard, or Blink and Blade Mail, in order for you to come in team fights. If you don't have 2 items, you're so far behind that you're still not a core hero in the game. You're still not at that point of the game where you going in the fight. That's when you're behind. We're talking when you're behind, when you have a bad game. You're still not at the point where you're valuable enough to jump in and do some X stuff. Okay? So you just continue to farm. You ignore everything, you just continue to farm. When you have 2 items, then you can maybe go and try it. With 3 items, you're better, but with 2 items minimum 2 items. Don't be an idiot. Minimum 2 items. 3 items is good, but 2 items minimum. Then you're useful. So do not go for no reason in team fight and just take experience and steal some of the gold when the others can get it. You're just not valuable, and you're becoming even more not valuable when you don't have those 2 items. That's not gonna help you if you go and just last hit a hero and take gold from your team. Well, I don't know. I think that's it, guys. Oh yeah, there's one more thing. There's one more thing. It's all messy for offlane. It's all messy, guys. But trust me, like, that's the truth. That's the truth. Like, this is how the game works. This is how the game works, and it works on 1 MMR and it works on 10k MMR. So for some reason, like through years of Dota, everyone came to the conclusion that offlane, the position 3, is the best and the most valuable for holding aura effect items. This is something that everyone agrees. Everyone who plays Dota more than, let's say, 1 year, he agrees on it. Why is it like that? It simply is. Just take the word like it is. It simply is. So you should be building at least 1 aura effect on offlane hero. What's an aura effect? You guys probably know, but it's let's say not hood. It's pipe. It's well, it's where the hell is Vladimir's offering? It's Vladimir's offering. What else has the? It's assault. Where is assault? Assault. Okay. And what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Well, I guess Mechanism has a little from Hedris, but you shouldn't go. You shouldn't go Mechanism. Mechanism is more of a support item. Oh yeah, you can go definitely Drum of Endurance. Definitely. What else? Is there anything else? Oh yeah, naturally, since we were talking about all this, the most valuable item in the neutral items is of course the giant ring. Yeah. It gives you a new passive and it looks cool and it gives everything that's needed for a offlane hero. Just joking, but yeah, you get the picture. You get the picture. You get the picture. Also good item, I gotta mention this, is armlet, like armlet and magic stick, and I'll mention this just, and BKB. Those 3 items, they enable you to be effective. In position 3, actually I was thinking a few years ago, come position 3, I should not buy BKB because I want them to attack me. I want them to throw spells at me and everything, but I'm wrong in that. I was actually back then wrong with that. BKB is so good, it's for every role, and it's so good. It allows you to live longer. It enables you to not be disabled, if that sounds correct. So it enables you to not be disabled when it's the most needed. I guess that sounds correct to you guys, so you get my point, what I want to say. So that's for you, the position 3. It's all messy, sorry. This is all from my head. This is all from my head. And I'm really trying to be super honest. I want you guys to raise your MMR. Same as I want better teammates in my game, so I can raise my MMR as well. So we said, if you die 2 times, you leave lane. You leave lane because you cannot afford more than that, even if you have kills. 2 is you what did we say is 2? Man, I forgot. What did we say it was 2? Jesus, I forgot. Yeah, counter picking, right. Position 3 is the first core position that's important to counter pick. If you can, of course, if you can. You can counter pick by looking at supports and just trying to figure out what kind of playstyle is gonna be, what's gonna be going on in safe lane. You're not always gonna be correct, but at least you try. I gave you also the option, if you have a bad pick, you die 2 times, you leave. You leave the lane. You let them push that lane and try to take the tier 3 tower. But since it is the longest tower to get distance from it's unsafest to take. So usually they don't take it. Trust me, good players are not gonna push your off lane tower. If they do, they're idiots, and they're gonna pay for it in a comeback. They're gonna pay for it. Good carry just farms. He doesn't care about kills. He doesn't care about pushing towers and killing people and everything. Just farms. Okay. Position 2. Now this is a position, guys. Position 2. This is the life, right? Position 2. Middle. God almighty help us. Middle. Why do I say? I have a friend that plays just middle, and for a long time I didn't understand him. How can he play middle all the time, same hero, and he just wants to play middle? What's with that, you know? what the hell is going on? Like, why does he want to play middle all the time? The point is that he cannot play as a team. He's not a team player. He's not. Simply not a team player. And I see him all the time thinking like, I'm gonna kill them all. They're all gonna die and burn. Yeah, they're all gonna die and burn. And then he like has 5 items while everyone has 2. But he does not understand. He's way bigger MMR than I am. He does not understand that like off lane needs 2 items, carry needs 3 items, and he's viable. He can kill you. Like 2 of them can kill you. 1-on-1 maybe not, but 2-on-1 they can kill you. He doesn't understand that, so he pushes like crazy, and what happens is he just runs into enemies and they kill him. And they kill him again. And again. 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. And he starts talking like, oh man, like they're so lucky. Everyone is so lucky. If I just had 1 second, I would kill them all. And that never happens. Like I said, Dota 2 is a team player game. If you're not helping out your team on middle, even if you're middle, you're not doing any good to your team. But I do understand. After so long, I actually do understand my friend. He is not stupid, he's really smart. There is something about that mentality that I'm gonna kill them all in middle. When you're playing middle, I'm gonna be the best, I'm gonna kill them all, I'm gonna be the most valuable, and blah blah blah. Guys, the most valuable hero is position 5. Don't let anyone fool you. From level 1, from minute 1 to minute 30, he is the hero of the match. Mid doesn't win it. He is the hero of the match. But just a moment. Yeah, you all know this guy. So I just needed to bring him up. So middle actually needs to be a little bit cocky. Unfortunately it does, but there needs to be a limit. You need to understand that you're not the best, you're not the strongest, and you're only strong as your team is. You're just a... After 15 minutes of the game, you are just another support, another team enabler. Okay, maybe you get good plays here and there because the enemies are actually really bad, but trust me, you die like everyone dies. Like level minute 23, Phantom Lancer attacks this guy here. Yeah, he has dust, he's dead. Nothing, there's nothing in the world that stops him from dying. Nothing. He can throw all of his spells, he's dead. 1-on-1, he can have 5, 10 items. He can have 10 items. But Phantom Lancer needs only 3. And he's dead. So he's not a carry. Do not be fooled, middle is not a carry. If you play him as a carry, you're gonna lose more games than win. Your job is 15 minutes helping team, helping the lanes. 15 minutes, I mean all the 15 minutes of the game, you need to be helping your team safe lane and off lane. It's not easy, but that's what you need to do. And also you need to play decent enough solo yourself on middle, and I'm always saying and middle lane is definitely the most skillful hero, the most skillful player, sorry, in your team, because he plays alone. Okay, he plays alone. If he doesn't have skills, he's just not a good mid hero. He needs skills. So he cannot play 20, 30, 40 heroes. He can play 3, maybe 4 heroes in middle, and he can get countered really easy. So he needs to have mad skills. Mad skills. Even if he's counterpicked, he cannot lose that middle. If he loses the middle, he basically lost the early game. For your whole team, he lost the early game. So what he does, what a mid player should do in the first 15 minutes is stay on lane until level 5. When you're level 5, you go gank one of the lanes. You go just gank one of the lanes. You take some time, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, who knows, get 1 level maybe in that process. You go back to lane, to your middle lane. Right now 10 minutes passed. You're 1 minute on your mid lane. It's not enough for you to actually make a mistake, or it's not enough for a enemy mid laner to contest you in a real way, even if you're counterpicked. So you look your map, you see like, oh, like now offlane is having hard time, let's go offlane. Then you go offlane, help your team in offlane. I don't care what hero you're playing. You can play whatever hero you want. You can play fucking anti-mage on middle, okay? If you're just staying on middle and just last hitting, you're doing nothing. You're doing nothing because there is a guy who's gonna do that. Your job there's a guy who's gonna do your job in 40 minutes, okay? So you're worthless if you're not going on lanes and helping your friends, because Dota is a team game. It's a team player game. You can play solo until level 5. After level 5, do not wait level 6. Do not wait level 6. It's not valuable for you as a middle player to kill a middle enemy player. It's more valuable to kill off lane or safe lane enemy, because you have a potential to kill 2 players. That's always better than 1. Always. And you'll even get more money, and you'll get more experience. And you're gonna kill 2 people, not 1. 2 people. That's better than just trying to kill your middle, just wasting your skills, wasting your time, do not be this cocky son of a bitch. Do not be. Even though you want to show your skills, your mad skills to the other mid, you will get your chance. When you outplay their team, you will get your chance after 15 minutes to do everything you need to do to them, to show them how good you are. Okay? They're gonna command you all after that. One of really broken heroes is this Queen of Pain. She's like easy mid. Easy mid. She has everything that a mid should have. You see this, like, great nuker, great escaper, and a little bit of carry. Just a little bit. That's all that a mid hero needs to have, nothing else. Nothing else, because after 15 minutes he doesn't need to tank, he doesn't need to really do damage that much, he doesn't need to support the entire game. He's not support. He can buy wards. He can buy wards. Position 1 can buy wards, but he is not a guy who's supporting. He's not a guy who's killing Roshan. Okay, he's not a guy who's taking down towers. If he's doing that, he's putting too much at stake, and there's a chance for enemy to come back and for you to lose the game. So he's early carry for you, if you can call him like that. He's early carry. He's early carry until 15 minutes, and he's super valuable for the team, not for himself, not to show his enemy mid player how good of a skill he is. Okay, that's stupid. No one cares about that. You need to show the enemy team that you can, like, go on safe lane on level 5. You jump in, you take screen of pain, you kill support, do shadow strike on carry, and hunt him down, kill him. 2 people dead. You do that 2 times, they lost. There's no comeback after that. You do that 2 times in 15 minutes. There is no comeback. They are 3-4 levels lower than you. Chance that they're gonna come back is 0. There's no way in hell. You're gonna have item more, you're gonna have levels, and the skills that we were talking about, they matter only in that 15 minutes. If you're gonna waste them just standing on middle and just trying to last hit and trying to kill that middle enemy so hard and trying to take his tower and everything, that all takes more than 15 minutes. Yes, someone is gonna say, but I have so much. Trust me, you do not have that much time. It's not even, after 15 minutes, it's not even skill. You don't have that much time. After that, you're falling off. No matter what items you have, you're falling off. At the 30-minute mark, you are not even a half of the hero that you were in first 15 minutes. You can play whatever hero you want on middle. I don't care. Okay. That's a little bit of mentality, so just let me
Truth compels me.
let me get clear about this. So mid heroes, even Pudge is played sometimes like middle, but we'll talk about it. So wait, guides, just a moment. What the hell? Okay, let's talk about Pudge. Pudge middle. Okay, let's talk about Pudge middle. So if you're trying to press someone with Pudge middle, I remember back even like 10 years ago, people were afraid of Pudge. Okay, let's talk about it. This is just a little bit of fun talk. People were afraid of Pudge because on level 7 on level 7, sorry, Pudge can hook you and flash hip you, and you're dead. No matter what hero you are. Brought you to dead and you're dead. And it was so incredibly strong that they needed to nerf it who knows how many times. I don't even know. I lost my count. It's more than 5 times. That's the last time that I counted, then I quit counting, and it was a long time ago. So they nerfed this hero to the ground so many times, and people still play him. But now it's balanced. If you hook someone and you rot him and you flash hip him on middle, we're talking about a middle against middle, you need also like a tower to finish him, or you need a full stack of creeps to finish him. That's where the game is right now. That's where the game is right now. Almost for every middle. And it's gonna be that way. Probably in the next patches it's gonna be even more balanced that way. I'm pretty sure about it. So, but Pudge, level 6, level 5, can kill a carry in a safe lane so easy, and come back on middle lane super fast that it's incredible value. Just incredible value. So you sitting on middle and trying to hook that middle guy, wasting your mana, wasting your time, just trying to do something that's hard to get when he expects it today. And even if you pull it off, you cannot kill him clean. So if you play Pudge middle, don't be an idiot. I'm gonna tell you also about Queen of Pain. Same thing.
All magic
Same thing. The Queen of Pain has the thing with Queen of Pain. She can kill you. She can kill you, like jump, hit you 2 times, throw a shadow strike and screen of pain, and you're dead. On level 5, on middle. But the problem is she does not have the mana. She does not have the mana. Like, she can jump on you, throw everything on you, and when she's about to finish you with Screen of Pain, there's no mana. Nope. Sorry, no mana. Level 5, you don't have, even if you have like items that give you mana, no mana. Or maybe, let's say you have mana. Let's say you have mana. You use like 2, 3, 4, who knows how many mangos on mid. It's at some point it's not efficient. It's just not. Fucking go on the off lane, go on the safe lane. It's way easier to kill. Way easier. You'll do 2 kills. Not 1, you'll do 2 kills. And when you do, and also super important thing. This is like super important. Yeah, this is something else that I noticed. As soon as you make a kill on early game, do not waste that 15 minutes that you have. Go back to your lane. That's where you're the most valuable. So the next time when you have all your mana and all your cooldowns, the next time maybe another lane needs help, you go on another lane. Faster. It's much faster from middle than from any other place. we're talking about if we're talking about teleport is a luxury. It's a luxury item for mid. For middle, every item is super valuable in first 15 minutes. Every single one. I was not I like I said, my friend is very smart. He's not stupid. He's not. For him, if he starts losing gold in a peak phase, he's so depressed that, and he gets really upset and mad because he knows that just 1 gold for middle is value. But he doesn't know that even a teleport, a free teleport that you get from the start of the game is value. And one more thing with mid, you cannot die more. I would like to say 2 times, but I think that that's too much. You know what? I'll say you cannot die more than 2 times in first 15 minutes. That's actually too much. I think that after that you're losing. After, like, if you die once, it's not a big deal. If you die 2 times, it depends which hero you are and how much impact you have in the game. And if you die 3 times in 15 minutes, you totally lost your game. You lost your lane, sorry. And you were basically doing nothing for 2 minutes. Even more, 3 minutes. For sure 3 minutes in that 15 minutes. So you basically griefed the game. You basically griefed the game for your team. If they are counterpicked, you didn't do your job as a middle, you didn't help the lanes, you lose 100%. There's no comeback. There is no comeback for you. This is a scenario where you cannot come back. As long as you're good on middle, you stay on your middle lane just enough so you don't die. So you're level 5, you leave. You come back level 6, stay a little bit on level 6. As soon as you get level 7, you go gank again. As soon as you get level 8, you come back on middle. 8 to 8.5, almost 9. Come back on middle. Do a little bit middle again. Then you go on another lane. You get level 10 on another lane. Then and only then, when you get level 10, you can maybe push the tower. Only and only then you can maybe push the tower, the middle tower. Do not push middle tower on level 6. Do not do this, because it has a counter effect. If you take the tower, then the enemy middle hero is gonna push hard when you're out to take down your tower. And when he does that, you will not be able, when you do that, you will not be able to outplay him in a team fight in that 15 minutes, to actually show your skill. You know, to show your skill like a real man, not like a pussy on one-on-one. To show your skill on 3 versus 3. If you really have that skill, you're gonna win it, and it's gonna be huge for your team. It's gonna be huge. Let's say you go on your safe lane, and the enemy middle follows you, and you guys manage to follow the enemy middle player. you get lots of gold, you get lots of experience. It's rewarding enough that if he does that one more time, he loses the game. That's it. Like, middle is super important in first 15 minutes. After the 15 minutes, after that 15 minutes, you can go and feed how much you want. That's how unimportant middle is after 15 minutes. You can go feed, you can go constantly just feed. Just go and feed. I promise you, you will not lose the game. That's how impactful middle is. Just in first 15 minutes. Everything else is just another support. You can build him however you want, he's just another support. Yes, he farms good because he just has good levels, and that's enough for him to be priority number 2 for farming. But sometimes even the best players, they let position 3 farm because they just don't need it that much. Even the position 5 is more valuable than the position 2 after 15 minutes. Because all that you need to do is just play those 15 minutes in the best skill possible, outplay and help your team in lanes. Everything else is an extra that's not really needed, but it's okay to have. It's okay to have, it's not really needed. You don't need to take the tower. I don't care about the tower. I don't care about you actually killing your opponent. I don't care about that at all. All I care is that you basically carry the game in that first 15 minutes. That's all. With your insane nuke damage, with your insane escape, this Queen of Pain is the ultimate middle hero for me. If we're looking at Invoker, Invoker is not. He is also on 3-star nuke. He is also carry. He has disables instead of escape. He has escape, but disables are not really necessary. It's not really. Disable is a support. Is a support thing, okay? So, like I said, he just becomes after 15 minutes he just becomes one more support. Even though people say like, oh, he's just throwing spells, he's just killing us all, just supporting. He is just supporting the team with those disables. That's all that he's doing. Escape, yeah, he has 2 escapes. He has the freeze trap, the freeze wall, and well, actually he has a little bit more. He has tornado, tornado someone and run away. He has few ways to escape, but it's more like a escape and disable kind of thing. And I guess the only pure escape is the invisibility, yeah. And he has the push, which is yeah, he can push that. He can push a little bit, that's it. But what do you push in first 15 minutes? What exactly do you push in first 15 minutes? Only tier 1 tower, and that's it. After that, you never push tier 2 tower alone. You never push tier 2 tower alone, no matter what. If you need to stay in fountain, you're more useful staying in fountain than pushing solo tier 2 tower, because you will just feed super hard. When you die, you have the most level on the map, you're giving the most experience, you're giving the most money, you're super griefing. I don't care what you think, you're super griefing if you do that. And I see this a lot on even on bigger levels. I see this on bigger MMRs. Just be normal and play your first 15 minutes and then play with your team passively, and you will win the game. Don't go for kills, for fame, for anything. You'll win game. It's a school thing. That's how we say it here. Play it like it's a school thing, like it's your homework for 15 minutes and you're done. Everything else is just autopiloting. Okay, that's position 2. Now the position 1, the carry. Yes, you all like carry, eh? You all want to be that guy, that hero guy, that's the only hero from 40 minutes, right? You all want to be that guy that actually never gets the commands, but okay. Okay, even though sometimes he solo wins the game for you guys. I did that a few times, so I know what I'm talking about. So, position 1. They call him safe lane. The lane is not safe. That lane is not safe at all, like I said. That lane is the most dangerous lane that you can be on. Because you get counterpicked. You're the furthest away from your fountain, your safe place. And like every item that comes, it comes later than on any other lane. So your heals, your next items, your everything comes later, much later than any other lane. And to be honest, I can't even remember like when there was one courier in the game. How did Carry actually, how did he actually get his items? But okay, I guess he got him sometimes. So you know what, safe is easy. Your job is to play next to the tower. Never leave tower. Tower is your friend. Tower is your friend. If you hold on to the tower, and if your support manages to creep pull and hold the fight next to your tower, you're gonna do just fine. You're gonna do just fine. Even though like if you're getting harassed all the time on the lane, you're gonna get some extra armor from the tower, and you're gonna get extra regeneration. The tower is like a little support for you. Okay, it's like you have two supports basically. So you hug that tower for the first, it depends on the hero, I say max 15 minutes, because after 15 minutes, just like I said, mid becomes less and less useful, and you're actually safer in woods. You're strong enough to farm efficiently, and you are safer and better in woods. So maximum 15 minutes. Even though it's like there is a, let's say if you're playing Slark. So Slark has a way of escaping. So, and that way of escaping is so effective that he can actually stay on his lane even 20 minutes, even 25 minutes. He just doesn't care. Okay, just doesn't care. Like, he's hard to kill, and that's it. And he carries okay. He has good items. He carries okay. So it all depends, but the safest for someone who's just starting to play, not more than 15 minutes. Sometimes like even earlier, especially if you have a bad support. If you have a bad support, he's not doing his job. Sometimes it's just best that you leave the lane from minute 2. From minute 2 you just go and leave the lane, let the support feed or do whatever he wants to do, because if you stay on that lane you're not gonna get much, and there's a chance that you both die and feed the double amount. So the best thing is just to leave the lane. If you feel that like you just cannot survive, you just leave the lane and you start over in woods. Start over in woods and see where that gets you. So you should come back few times to your lane, because there is a chance middle can come and help you, and you can kinda come back all that you lost. And it's basically hell if you don't have a good support. Honestly, like I said, support position 5 is a hero of the match, and if he's bad, carry is also gonna be bad after 30 minutes. So you need to think differently. In scenario, we're gonna talk a little bit. Actually, we're gonna talk about 2 scenarios. First, for carry, we're gonna talk about Phantom Assassin because I like this hero. He's simple, and for me it's easy to explain everything for you guys. So let's say have a guide for him. Just a second. Okay. What the hell? Okay. So this is my Phantom's guide, and this is already simplified guide, really simplified guide. It's wait, why is there 3? It should be, what the hell? Yeah, it should be like this. So this is a simplified, the most simple guide that works, and that's basically all that you need. The most simple thing that works, because the hero is simple. You don't need to think too much. You need some stats on the lane. You need some tangos. That should be there. And after start you buy Blightstone, because dagger is just so good with Blightstone, really super good. So your first item, I'm just gonna just gonna explain my guide. The first item is Healthstone, so you can stand longer on the lane, feel safer. The next item is Broadsword. It's not the other sword, the Claymore, because the Claymore needs more time to get, and it's not that big of an upgrade. The Broadsword is just enough. Plus 15 damage is just enough for you to go in woods. If everything is going bad, you can go to woods and you can buy Tome of Knowledge, so you can kinda catch out with those levels. So the first item is Battle Fury. I have no boots, as you can see, or nothing. No, the first item is Battle Fury. 20 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes. That's actually, Battle Fury should be earlier, but all of these items should be in 20 to 25 minutes. All should be done. Like 25 minutes, you have all these items. So you get Battle Fury in about 15 minutes. The next thing you do, you finish your magic wand, because you already have 2 iron branches. The third iron branch is for your last tango, so you can actually, it's almost like you have 4 tangos. So you can use your iron branch and then eat your iron branch with the last tango and get double heal. So you can go in woods and start farming with your Battle Fury. So the next thing is Magic Wand, because Magic Wand it gives you that little ability to survive. You can maybe skip it, but I recommend you get it. In one point you're just gonna need it, trust me. Like 15 minutes is over. The middle is falling off. He's not that strong anymore. He's going down really fast. So you're gonna need that little extra oomph, a little bit of heal, just to, in case that you need to go in team fight, it's gonna save you. It's gonna keep you on that little health. You're gonna survive and maybe kill another guy, and it's gonna be great value. Even if it's not a troll. Like this is not enough money for you to get behind. Okay, it's not gonna set you back. But it has an option to help you out to actually survive somewhere where you shouldn't survive. The next item is Desolator. I'm still not even thinking about power threads. Maybe I can get power threads, but I'm not thinking about it, honestly, because there's nowhere for me to go. There's nowhere for me to go and to walk. I just need to farm. As soon as I get Deso, I get my boots, finish. And there's also one more thing. Phantom can blink. Blink has that extra attack speed after blink, so you're not walking, you're just blinking from camp to camp and killing. And you have Battle Fury helps you to do that. So you go boots, and when you do boots, you go BKB. But before you finish BKB, like that's about 22 minutes, I think it's BKB. You buy yourself a Smoke of the Seed. You smoke yourself and you go kill Roshan. It will help you. In 2 ways. One way is you killed Roshan, okay? So that's very valuable. The other thing is you cannot farm your third item that fast. It just cannot be 25 minutes. It can be close, but it's more like a 30-minute item, okay? BKB is more like a 30-minute item. So you don't want to die in that 5 minutes. It's super valuable that you do not die from 25 to 30 minutes. Because if you don't die from 25 to 30 minutes, you get the maximum value of that 5 minutes. And having in that 5 minutes like in that 5 minutes you have already 3 items. You have boots, you have Deso, and you have Belfiur. You're going for 4th item here. And in that 5 minutes you fast super fast. You farm super fast, and you get your levels super fast. And you'll finish your BKB in about 2 or 3 minutes. Then, and only then, even though Aegis is Aegis of Immortality is like about to go off in about 1.5 minutes, only then and then when you have Blacking Bar, you go and start pushing with your team. With your team, you don't go alone. If you go alone, so you need to ping to your team. You need to ping it that you want to go. Only and only then you go and you get the maximum value from your Aegis of Immortality, and you get maximum from your Blacking Bar. You have a chance to take 2 Rexes just because you farmed for 25 minutes. That's how strong this hero is. Just from farming 25 minutes, taking Grosh, and then buying Blacking Bar in the next 2 minutes. You can finish the game in 35 minutes easy. This is some optional items for 30 minutes and more. This is something that I like to go. It doesn't need to be like whatever. These are the items, okay? Do not look at anything else. These are the items. Everything else I don't care about. These are the items for this hero. I explained everything in this little guide for carry. So what's the point? The point is to just get the items that you need until 30 minutes. If you do not get it, if you're getting delayed, then you're missing out. You're missing out, and there's a big chance that you lose. That's it. That's all. That's all, folks. So the point is, you do not push towers as a safe lane. No, you don't do that. Just farm. You do not buy wards. I mean, if you have a super bad support that does nothing, and you're super like destroyed on your lane, you have no other option. You just buy your own wards. You go in woods, ward your woods so you're safe. You know that you did everything you can, and farm those 3. Farm this, only this, like the most basic items that work, the most cookie cutter basic items that work for that hero, and you hope it works. That's what carry is. That's what carry. Usually it does work, but sometimes it doesn't. The point with carry is it's 50-50, guys. That's the role. It's 50-50. You either, I mean, when you have these items, you either win or you lose. You either win because you just had some luck and you countered them all, or you just are not lucky. They have everything against you, even though you are good geared, but you have good items, but just your team didn't play good enough. So you can last hit everything as a carry. You can last hit every single last hit, but if middle didn't do his job, if your support didn't do his job, if your offlane did garbage, I'm sorry, like, but you're not winning the game. Not even if you're like 5-0, you're not winning the game. There's no amount of kills as a carry. Skills are not important for first 30 minutes for a carry. You can have 10 kills if you want. You can have 15 kills if you want. But if you didn't have the rest of the team until 30 minutes, you lose. And I'm pretty sure that this is the most stressful role, and the role that gets the most salt. So you get super salty and stressful because you don't understand how did you lose. You had everything, but you lost. It's because it's not up to you. In the first 30 minutes, it's just not up to you. And in that last 10 minutes of the game, or 20 minutes of the game, whatever, you're losing. You were losing from minute 1. You're gonna lose. There's no coming back. Like, you can have all the items that you want. You can't even backdoor. No, today it's even hard to backdoor. What am I trying to say is, let's say you're playing Phantom Assassin against Tinker. I really think that Tinker is a real asshole when it comes to Phantom Assassin. It really disables the hero and forces him to lose his BKB charge for almost no reason. He cannot fight against him. Basically, he needs to go back instantly. Just use his BKB and run back. He's a total counter to him, and in this scenario, if you died, so if you didn't have a good support, you died a few times, you're already behind. Your off lane is bad, also died a few times. As a team, you're again like behind. If your middle didn't do his job, he did something, who knows what, like, it happens, you're so much behind. At the 30-minute mark, even if you have all those items, their carry has 1 or 2 items more, has 3 or 4 levels more, and plus you have a hero that was in middle, that did good, and that's a total shutdown for you. Like, it's a total counter pick for you. You cannot decide the game in your favor. There is no chance. There is no chance. So the position 1, yes, he takes all the gold. Okay, he takes all the experience. But the problem is, if he doesn't have the team, he does not win. So the most important thing is the most important thing is to try not to get counterpicked. And even if you do get counterpicked, if you get counterpicked, actually, you should change your way of game. Totally. You should try to play like a middle. What does that mean? It means you change the items that you buy. You change how you buy them. You buy, let's say, first Deso, then BKB, then Battle Fury. For example, that's maybe the first step. If you think that you're not like super hard countered, but if you are like super hard countered, then you should try to itemize in a way that you just try to stay alive as much as you can. What does that mean? Well, that means I'll just show you. That means buying this. That means buying this, buying that, this here, buying this, and applying it on yourself so that when they hit you it comes back for them. Buying assault. Because why am I telling you this? Because you didn't have a support. This is a support item. You didn't have a support. You need to be a now you need to be a support. You didn't have in the game, you didn't have your you didn't have your offlane. Now you need assault in this hero's case, or I think assault actually is the best. Now you need assault so you can be, for your team, you can be offlane as well. You can be and support and offlane in items. You need to totally change the items that you buy. Like you go BKB first, so now you're also playing a position 4 and a mid position, but you also need Deso faster than Battle Fury because, well, you need to do some damage at least in a single target situation, you know, and then you go Battle Fury so that you can be a carry as well. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I found that this actually works. That this puts you about 10-15% better chance of winning if you as a position 1, if you try to do a little percentage of every roll. So if you like, this doesn't work always. Okay, this is a little tip. This doesn't work always because when you're so far behind, nothing can help you. Okay, like you can might as well just stay in the woods somewhere and just wait for the game to finish. But I encourage you to play it all the way, because sometimes people make mistakes, sometimes you have that buyback and you somehow finish the game and win the game somehow. So the point is never to give up with carry, and try when you don't have your team, try to play like a one-man army. You need to be everything. So you need to be supporty, which means you cannot die. You need iron disc. We talked about it. You need to buy wards, but just for yourself. You're buying stuff just for yourself. You need to be off laney, so you need assault. This is not first items, just to get one thing clear. The first items are those, you just change the way you buy them. You buy red band because you already have this. You buy magic wand because you already have this. You buy boots because now you actually need them, you're gonna be active in the game. And then you start getting your BKB slow, super slow, or if you don't need BKB, depends against what are you playing. If you're playing against Skywrath Mage, of course you're gonna get Black King bar. Or against Olina, of course she can just one-shot you. If you're playing against, let's say, some heroes that don't kill you that easy, then you go Deso and you get some infused raindrops or something. You get your power threads on that skill. I'm not talking about skill. You're making something out of it. That's the position 5. So you still go cookie cutter, but you change the way the items come, and then you don't go like continue with those carry items to finish the game. No, you buy cheap items like Iron Disc that emulate something like you having a supporting game. Then you buy Assault, so it emulates like you have something like a off lane with you, even though you have like 2 totally garbage heroes coming with you to steal your experience and your money and your kills, but you got to try, okay? You got to try, and well, if you get salty, it is how it is. It is how it is. You get salty, that's position 1 for you. Oh, just a moment. The lights are on now. We're finished with the rolls. I did my job, like I said I would, and this is my video to everyone who wants to learn how to play roles. It's maybe a little bit, maybe it sounds a little bit funny, maybe it you think it's total garbage, but I'm telling you, this is what roles do. This is how you play Dota. If you're not playing Dota like this, you, my friend, are not playing Dota. You're playing something else. You're playing a game. You're playing the game how you like to play it. It is also okay, but you have to understand that you are not gonna have a good summary. People are gonna report you. You're gonna be in low priorities sometimes, and you're gonna be in low MMRs forever. You're never gonna get anywhere. And if you even get somewhere, you're gonna fall down. And one more thing, like, guys, pretty sure no one is gonna see this guide. No one's gonna wanna sit down and listen to me talking garbage, but I'm sorry, like, I tried, okay? I tried, I gave it up. I did my best. The rest is up to internet, and the rest is up to me. I'm gonna keep on trying really hard in winning those games, and I think I'm gonna just play just support until I don't get to 2k MMR. I'm gonna stop playing any other role because every other role is it's just not doing it for me. It's just making me salty, especially the position 1, because when you have all the items, you feel like, okay, now is the time, and you see the clock, it's 35 minutes. Well, you think to yourself, it's not that bad, but then they kill Roshan, and suddenly you understand that, wow, what the hell do we do now? We basically lose the game. Okay, so that's it, guys. I'm done. I'm already exhausted. If you appreciate it, you appreciate it. If not, well, we'll see. I'll come with more. I will come with more guides, more help for you guys. If this video starts to get viral, starts to be respected and watched. Thank you, and see you.